It has been a long time since I've been able to get behind the camera and talk hockey with every single one of you guys. And the Leafs played their one exhibition game tonight against Montreal Canadiens. And we're winners 4-2. But does it really mean anything? No, not really at all. Sunday night is the game that really matters. Game 1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. But let's talk about this game a little bit here before we get to that series. Now, I will be doing a playoff preview, a round 1 preview, I guess qualifier preview, for that series against Columbus. And we'll talk in depth about each team and whatnot. But until then, let's talk about this game and what we're looking forward to moving forward into that series, okay? So let's get to this game real quick. First off, the Soup Man, Ilya Mikheyev, didn't think he was going to be able to return to the Maple Leafs this season. If he was, it was going to be very, very late year and into the playoffs if everything went according to plan. And obviously with COVID hitting, that did not happen. So he came back, and in his first game back, he buries on a 2-on-1. John Tavares with the cross seam pass, and the Soup Man, Ilya Mikheyev, buries it 1-0 Leafs. Good stuff there. Then, I gotta say, shorthanded, by the way, let me just put that out there. Kasperi Kapanen gets out and uses his legs, and we always talk about it when Kasperi Kapanen uses his best feature, which is his legs. If he can use those, he is a dynamic player for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Problem is, he hasn't been doing that when he was, for the most part, this season. And on that shorthanded play, he used his legs, he got that position, and instead of, because he was kind of battling for position there, on that one-on-one kind of deal there, instead of just backhanding the puck on the net, which you thought was the viable option for him, he kind of slows down a bit, pulls to his forehand, kind of shoots it off Carey Price's pad. Now, obviously, he was going for the shot, but he got the rebound, and Alex Kerfoot, following up the play, he roofs it on Carey Price. It's a 2-0 game. Good stuff. Then they score a 1, make it a 2-1 hockey game. And then late in the second period, Morgan Rielly with a point shot, tipped in by Alex Kerfoot yet again. A 2-goal game, and the Leafs are now up 3-1. That's exactly what you want to see. Then they score to make it a 3-2 game. And then Morgan Rielly, shorthanded, cleaning up the mess in front, buries it, and the Leafs win it 4-2. Now, like I said, I didn't want to talk too much about this game because really, what are you going to talk about? The Leafs, they ran their 4 lines. They looked pretty good. They looked pretty quick. Their passes were crisp. They looked nice. Freddie Anderson overall looked pretty solid. Okay, exactly what you want to take out of an exhibition game. How's everybody looking? Do they look fresh? Do they look ready to go? And I'd have to say yes. I think other than taking, 6 penalties, other than that, I think they played pretty well. Right? And that's really all you can take from an exhibition game like this, because you know what's coming in less than a week's time, in about, 4 or 5 days. You know what's coming. A playoff game. And that's all that are on Leaf fans' minds. You were able to watch some hockey today, get your fix back, and okay, we watched some hockey, good stuff. Now we want to watch real hockey. And you're going to be able to on Sunday against the Columbus Blue Jackets in Game 1 of the 5-game series against Columbus. But I think the big question, and I have a question for you guys. What do you do with Nick Robertson? Because he was there through training camp and all through the cuts and whatnot. Or I won't say training camp. You could call it summer camp as they called it in baseball. And he had an assist today, and he didn't really look out of place. But with him being on the roster, Frederic Gauthier, Pierre Engvall, guys like that have to take a seat. And that's 6'5", some pretty big size. That going up in a series against Columbus, more or less a playoff series in general, can you really lose that size? Robertson, look, he was banging the body a little bit tonight. His legs were going. He obviously got an assist on I think it was the 3rd goal of the game. So he looked great. The question is, are you willing to lose that size for the skill of Nick Robertson? Look, I have family in Peterborough, so them being huge Peterborough Pete's fans, Nick Robertson's obviously got a little bit of soft spot on me there. But for the Leafs, it's a very tough scenario. It really, really is. Game 1 on Sunday against Columbus. Who are you guys going for? Robertson? You maybe Gauthier? I think Engvall kind of has a spot because he's done a lot for this team. But a guy like Frederic Gauthier, what do you think? Because I mean, I want to ride that Nick Robertson wave, but the point is, do you want to lose that much size? You already don't have a lot. So if you throw in a guy like Robertson, you're losing that much size. But Frederik Gauthier doesn't really use his size anyways. It's not like he's going out there and banging the body around. He's like 6'5", but he doesn't use it. Like, you know, like a guy like JVR used to do. He never really used to use his big frame. But if you see Nick Robertson go around and banging the body around at like 5'8" or whatever he is, and Frederik Gauthier at 6'5" isn't doing squat physically, then maybe you got to think about it. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' take. That's really the question I have for you guys coming out of this video is, what do you do with Robertson? And if you do have him on the roster, where do you put him? Do you slot him on that fourth line? Well, he was playing with Kerfoot today, and I got to say that looked pretty good. That's your third line. So what do you do? There's that question mark of getting Robertson or having Gauthier. It does so many things for this team. You say Gauthier, all right, he's in the fourth line center spot. That's that. You say yes to Robertson. Do you put him up in a more skilled position? Do you put him down to kind of keep that depth scoring with a guy like Alex Kerfoot and maybe put him on the power play for a little bit if it's not working? I don't know. So there's so many question marks with that one big question. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What are your takes on that? And also, what are your feelings toward this upcoming series? I mean, obviously, we're gonna do a playoff preview, and we're gonna go into depth more into the series itself. But how are you guys feeling? Because this whole season before COVID, it was a roller coaster. We were not feeling too good about this Leaf team. But now they've had all this time off to get healthy. You got Mikheyev back, who was a huge impact on this team. Everyone's healthy. They're ready to go. What do you think? I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because I don't want to spoil too much about what I'll be talking about in the preview there. On Thursday, I'll be doing it with the Raptor one. So there's all kinds of things I want to talk to you guys about, and there's so many question marks moving forward with this team. What are your guys' thoughts? Robertson, yay or nay? And if it's a yay, where? That's my thought for you guys. I'm going to leave that there, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you guys are jacked up for Leaf playoff hockey to come back to Toronto, because it's still technically in Toronto, slack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game today. Do you read anything into today's game against Montreal? Because I don't care who you are as a Leaf fan. If you're a diehard fan or if you're a casual fan, doesn't matter. Beating Montreal is always fun. It always is. So what are your thoughts on tonight's game? Do you read anything into it or not? Your thoughts on the upcoming series? Like I said, Robertson, yay or nay? Go nuts, guys, in the comments. If there's anything I did not mention in this video that you want to talk about, comment down below, all right? Twitter is also down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below, so if you're interested in following up the Instagram page, the link is down in the description below. And I will talk to you guys Raptors Edition on Thursdays. We'll be doing kind of a season preview to preview the final 8 games of their season before their playoffs kick off in the near future. As for the Blue Jays, they play... technically, it's game 1 of the mini 2-game series against the Washington Nationals, because it was a 2-gamer and then a 2-gamer. It was supposed to be a home and home with it, but obviously with us making Washington our home for these 2 games, we're starting game 1. Nate Pearson, Max Scherzer. That is the pitching metric tomorrow, and oh boy, that's a doozy of one. Tomorrow night, 6:05 first pitch at Nationals Park. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I will talk to you guys. It'll be on Thursday as well with that Raptor video, as we will be talking season or playoff preview between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Columbus Blue Jackets. A big series for the Leafs because they don't have to see Boston in round 1. And if they can find a way to beat Columbus, I mean, I don't know if you look at it as kind of a round 1 winner or a qualifier round winner. And if you win that, you got to play Boston. Do you consider that a round 1 matchup, I guess. I don't know how you guys want to look at it. Nonetheless, we'll talk to you guys Thursday, qualifying round edition between the Leafs and Blue Jackets. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.